Rise from your grave.
When last we left our intrepid hero, he was dealing with the twin golems of the level that I can't remember the name of. Basically, they're just reskins of Charge and Chucks that throw footballs. The only difference is you can actually catch the boulders they throw, and that's actually how you attack them. Fireballs, useless. Picking up boulders, throwing them back at them, perfect. We got a little thing, we don't get any score because all the boss areas have no time limit. I don't know why they bother doing that. You'd think, score would be important, have a little TKO scoreboard up on the internet or something. But whatever. We've beaten Flint Hearth, and that's it for tonight's episode. Take it easy, guys. Yeah, this would work a lot better if the timer wasn't still counting up, right? Yeah, let's just go back to the game. Okay, guys, I gotta level with you first. Big thing here. All the TKO stuff from here on out has been pre-recorded, and there's a reason for this. What happened was, the original recordings with Dan and I went through most of the levels, and it was crap. It came out horrible. The quality was bad, it lagged constantly. Dan sounded like he was in a wind tunnel, or possessed by a demon, or in a wind tunnel possessed by a demon. Those happen together normally. So I had to scrap it. But the problem is, I've already played through most of TKO as a result, so I can't act surprised when I'm going through anything, right? So I had no choice but to do this. I've already played through everything, so I know where all the secrets are. I know how to get to the levels. I know some of you are disappointed because you like seeing it when I just blindly run through a level and I play so far and then start screaming, "Oh my god, I can't figure out what's going on!" That's not going to happen this time, I'm sorry. But on the plus side, at least I know when TKO is going to end. Do you? If you're watching this after I put them all up, then yes, you do know. So, what we're doing here is we're going through the first castle. As TKO is supposed to be also a throwback to the original Mario games, all 7 of the Bowser kids are in there. But they've been done a little bit differently, and the castles obviously have all been redone as well. This nice little military march thing here, and a pipe that will reset everything that you picked up, so I can go back and pick up more P-switches. Now I'm doing this because I want to go grab a red coin, but stupid me completely forgot the fact that you don't even need to do what I'm doing right now. You'll see here in a second that if I had just turned the green switch off, I could have completely skipped doing the second switch thing. You're gonna see me doing that a little bit in these videos. The problem is, I've played through them, but at the same time, I didn't remember everything, so you'll see me just kind of spontaneously grabbing extra switches because of mass paranoia of older ROM hacks. I haven't played, another ROM hack in a while, but I'm still paranoid. I keep thinking I'm just gonna fall down a pit or anything crazy like that. TKO doesn't really do that. Well, I don't want... I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. It's kind of boring in that sense. I know you guys are just used to the crazy stuff. TKO is really, a normal game. And I don't know why I find that boring now. I just do. That's not saying TKO is a bad game by any means. No, it's not. It does have some issues, and you're going to see that outlined later on, but... Moving on, we're at the boss here. This is Lemmy, Larry, Iggy, Riggy, Jiggy, frig, I can't remember which one of his names is. Either way, it's the guy with the glasses. And he throws balls, which you can't bounce on for some reason. I blame it on playing through the Super Mario World, blame it on playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I tried to bounce on those balls. God, that sounded wrong. Moving on. Now, the cool thing they do with all the castles is that you can actually go back to them to unlock secrets. However, we're going to do that later. Right now, we're going to go into Bill's Bridge, which is this really kicking bass line. I have to give the music creator a little bit of credit here, because this is probably my favorite song out of the whole game. Not a phrase I really thought I'd be saying about a ROM hack, but let's ignore that. So the whole point of Bill's Bridge here is basically 2 paths. You can take the top path, which is super safe, or you can take the bottom path, which is just riddled with bullets. As you can do while I dance. I'm going to show off both paths a little bit, and I'm going to show off the cool conga drum, barrel drum sound they got going with the Starman here. Nice little touch. Until I completely screw it up. See, it's just funny you say, oh, the bottom path's gonna be harder, and then you give them a star. TKO's not trying to be hard, but sometimes it's trying to be too easy. I don't know how to really put it. It's a weird balance. You especially find if you watch some of like the side levels, one in particular coming up later, that just, ugh. But you'll find out that a lot of the side levels are just too hard in comparison to the really easy main levels. I know like they're side levels, they're not necessary to beat the game, but they're just sometimes brutal. I don't know why the balance is so off. Another prerequisite TKO plug in the middle of a TKO level. I don't think you guys need to remind us what game we're playing. I like this song for some reason. Even the little chirps add to it, like a nice little flavor. I don't know what it is about this. It's just kudos, Tom. Kudos to the music creator, the guy who created all the music. I don't know what to say, guys. Honestly, it's been like what 8 months now since I've actually done a video about TKO, and it's still TKO. I can get into later discussion, later levels, but I mean, this is a standard level by any means. No real secrets. Just the levels are really well thought out. They have a lot of the extra graphics from other games, like you have the birds there, or a facsimile of the birds from Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, and just like nice little nods, kickbacks to like the official Mario games here and there. But sometimes I don't know if it seems forced, it seems bizarre that they put them in. The crabs are a nice touch, the Goombas that just flatten, you can't pick them up or carry them around, nice touches. Little secret here, I screwed up because I'm big, I can't break that block. All it leads up to is the final red coin, so there's no star up there or anything like that. It's funny they throw in all these old enemies. I get that they're available and you can just use them, but at least it's different. Or the same, depending on which kind of style of ROM hacking you're into. Okay, hang on one sec. Okay, so now what you may have noticed is the fact that we're running at a lot faster than normal. We're running at 2.5 times speed. And the simple reason is, I hate water levels. Absolutely friggin' hate them. Can't stand them. They're boring to play, and they are twice as boring to watch someone else play. Ugh, so that's why I've sped it up like 2.5 times. Just kind of to get through it. This level takes about 7 minutes normally from recorded, and I cut it down to 3 minutes doing this. You still get the basic feel of the level, and you can see they did a lot with this level, and that's one thing that they're good at, Tom and Kara, with the game. The game has good atmosphere in the levels, like especially the underwater level. They have all the layers, the parallax scrolling of the fish there. They have, all the different enemies. You got the bloopers there. You got random sharks. Sharks are fireproof, by the way. If you ever want to fight a shark, don't use fire. Jaws has taught us wrong for years. They've also got the star characters. The crabs are back. Once again, using a lot of characters. Only original enemies I've seen are the rotating stars and the fish, which are just dry bones that are reskinned. I mean, they even bring back these guys from 3. These guys were in like 2 levels in Mario 3, and they're just like, hey, let's use them in more things. Kind of like how Torpedo Ted was in 1 level in World. So, the whole point here is, it's just a swimming level. World 2 is the water world, so at least 3 of the levels are swimming worlds. So they're all going to be sped up because incredibly boring to watch. But like the funny thing is, they're also probably the best design levels at the same time. You can hear the music playing in the background here. It's nice, really smooth stuff. It's kind of like eerie, murky stuff. But like I said, I'm not gonna play normal speed swimming levels. Just horrible idea. Now this is one of the 2 secrets in this level. And it's kind of a little clever puzzle. you have to try to get the pulley all the way over to the end so you can jump up to get that red coin and a shell up there. So you have to hit all the switches. There's two ways of doing this. I'm going to do it the long way in this video, and I'm going to screw it up constantly because it's kind of tricky. But in a later video, you're going to see me do it the quick way. So once you eventually get it, you have to just time your jumps just right. You get around here and you find up, and here's a yellow shell. So if you look a little bit earlier, there's going to be 2 item boxes here. One of the 2 contains a key, and you saw the keyhole earlier while I was commenting over it. Going there will lead us to the secret level. Getting back to his pain. The other switch, which we'll cover, or the other box, which we'll cover in a later video, is a switch that gets rid of all these enemies and leads to a star. The star, once again, we'll cover in another video. But we're just going to go up here, and it's going to unlock probably the hardest level in the demo, the blue switch palace.